Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your love reading for this week. I hope this video finds you well today. Remember, this is a general reading, so it takes what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, let's see what's coming through for Sagittarius. So we have the Magician, the Ten of Swords, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess, and the final card is the Five of Pentacles. So the first card is the Magician, and it's kind of funny because this whole top row here with the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Fool, it's a lot like the reading that came up for Taurus. So I don't know, I just felt like I should mention it because it was very strange. It could just mean that, you know, a Taurus plays some type of role in your love life. Okay, so the heart of your reading here, which was the heart of their reading as well, is a Nine of Swords. I always consider the center card like the theme of the reading, so this would be the theme of what's going on in your love life this week. And this is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is about worry and anxiety. It means that you're afraid that something's going to happen. Now, the good news about the Nine of Swords is that it's usually worry without merit. So what you most fear is going to happen is not even going to happen. It's just kind of your mind playing tricks on you. So do keep that into consideration. Let's look at the top row here. You have the Magician, the Ten of Swords, and the Fool. So interesting that you have two major arcanas, the Magician and the Fool, with the Ten of Swords right in the middle. You know, the Magician, it's a really positive card because it means that this is the energy of being a co-creator. This is being aware that you're creating your own reality. This is a lot of personal power and really taking control of your life and being aware that you are the one in the driver's seat. And then, you know, there's the Fool over there on the other side. And the Fool is also a major arcana. And it's about trust. So when you realize you're creating your own reality, you can trust the ideas that you have, you can trust your own decisions because you know that you would not create something that is not right for you. So I feel like the Fool is saying there's some type of like new beginning that'll be headed your way this week, a new relationship or something to do, you know, with an opportunity that requires faith. Because the Fool is all about taking a risk on something where there really is no guarantee, but this always turns out to be a positive new beginning for you. But you do have to take a leap of faith. It's a new beginning, but there's a Ten of Swords right in the middle. And the Ten of Swords, it could be for some of you that something comes up for you. Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing what's going on here right in the center of the reading. The Ten of Swords could mean that there's been a betrayal, somebody has stabbed you in the back. It could be that a relationship has recently ended. It could be that you ended a relationship. It could be that something has to end. It's kind of connected to an ending or like a betrayal. So this could be something that either happens this week or something that has happened where you need to like I said, hold on to your personal power, know that you're creating your own reality. It could even be that you're afraid of losing somebody. Usually with the Ten of Swords, like I said, there's an ending involved. Okay, we'll see what else jumps out at me. Let's move on to this row here. Six of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles, you know, this has to do in a love reading, it has to do with receiving. It is a card of getting what you deserve. And I feel like there's a lot of fear about not getting what you deserve. There's a lot of fear that you're going to miss out on something. There's a fear that you're not going to have the relationship that you want, or that you're not going to be able to save a relationship, or that you're not going to meet someone. I feel like you're worried about receiving, and somebody is really kind of stressing out over this. It's creating a lot of mental anguish. Not only that, but you have the Seven of Pentacles, and these are, you know, two separate cards, Suit of Swords, Suit of Pentacles. But the Seven of Pentacles, I always say that it's kind of almost like an air card because it's a card of analyzing things. I feel like someone's going to be analyzing their love life this week. I feel like you will be examining relationships. Am I getting what I deserve? There may be some anxiety about like an action that you have to take, like someone really kind of giving me the love and the respect that I give. Or like taking inventory. That's what the card also means. You're taking inventory whether you are single or in a relationship, and there could be some anxiety about a decision that you have to make. Remember that you have to take a leap of faith in order to be happy. And you really have to believe. You have to believe you're creating your own reality. If you don't, going down this side of the reading, you know, there is a sense of kind of helplessness and feeling lonely if you really feel like your life is in someone else's hands and not your own. So I feel like you're really kind of examining relationships, you're examining your love life. There is some anxiety and worry there. But you're really kind of like taking inventory to see like, am I really getting what I should be receiving from someone else? Or just in general, am I receiving the love that I deserve? I feel like you'll be taking action on that. You do have down here, you have the Nine of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Five of Pentacles. So the Nine of Cups, you know, this is a card of happiness. It's the wish card. The only thing better than that would be the sun or the star. So I feel like there's a possibility of a wish coming true. If there's someone that you have been attracted to, maybe you already have somebody in mind. There's possibility of you actually being with that person. Look at what's going on over here. Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Fool. So this would be your dream partner, your dream relationship, or just kind of having your dream come true of finding a partner. But there's anxiety over this, like you're worried I'm not going to have my wish, I'm not going to have that partner. But it's lined up with the Fool over here, which means that you have to take a chance. So you may have to take a chance on someone that you don't really know, or you don't know if you can trust them. Or you may just have to take a risk when it comes to finding your dream relationship or healing a relationship. And then you have the High Priestess. Like I said, it's really stood out to me that no one else has had this card. The High Priestess represents spiritual energy, intuition, you know, and then you end here with the Five of Pentacles. And this is a card of sometimes isolation, of kind of feeling like you don't fit in, of feeling kind of lonely. And so I feel like, you know, there is a possibility here of your wishes being granted, whether you have someone in mind you want to have a relationship with, or you just want love in general. It's right here. Everything you ever wanted is right here. But I feel like it's going to require you using your intuition. And that message is here, and it's also over here. So I feel like something's kind of happening in your love life. It's very iffy. It's like you have to take a chance on someone where you don't really know it's going to work out. It could even be someone from the past. Your intuition is going to be speaking to you, so pay attention to that. I feel like you're going to be really drawn to someone, and this is, you know, your wish coming true. I feel like for those of you that really kind of overdo the thinking, this is lined up. The Five of Pentacles is lined up with the Seven of Pentacles. Those that really kind of hesitate, where you really like, this is a card of non-action. You don't take action on what your intuition is telling you as far as getting what you deserve. That's a very lonely energy right here. And like I said, looking at the reading like this, you know, here's anxiety and fears. And this is, you know, you feeling in control of your life. If you don't feel that you're in control of your life, and these two cards do conflict, this just feels like I can't, you know, I can't have the things that I want because there's too many fears and anxieties. But this is kind of knowing that you're creating your own reality, so you can do whatever you want. So I feel like if you let this energy kind of block you, there's a very lonely energy here. So I feel like, and I'm getting kind of different messages now that I said that, I feel like there would be people coming into your life, and there's just like this tension around like, should I or shouldn't I? Like you're afraid of something regarding like somebody new coming into your life. But like I said, intuition is going to be speaking to you as far as like, is this the right person, or is this relationship worth saving? I feel like those that really dwell in this energy of the Nine of Swords, where you really kind of get sucked in by fear, it's lined up with loneliness right here. But you also, you know, you have your intuition speaking to you. And also, like I said, interesting that you have the 9 and 10 of Swords. So I feel like any type of anxiety or letting your fears rule you could lead to, you know, an ending as well, is what I'm getting. Let me see if anything else jumps out at me. Yeah, right here, the Magician, I said you're, you know, knowing that you have a spark of the divine in you. And the 6 of Pentacles, getting what you deserve. And what you deserve is right here. This is your dream come true, your dream relationship with whoever that is. I feel like some of you have someone in mind, or you just really want a relationship to work. You have to feel like you can do this, you can fix this, you can make this happen. Let me see anything else. Yeah, I just kind of feel like they want me to mention again that, you know, these 2 cards really stand out to be 9 and 10 of Swords. So I feel like there will be a lot of thinking this week. You will be doing a lot of thinking regarding your love life, almost too much thinking. I feel like this is exactly what you should not be doing. You should be looking for spiritual guidance, following your intuition. I feel like the more that you overthink something, the more blocked you are. Remember, your final card is the 5 of Pentacles lined up with the 7 of Pentacles, which is doing analyzing and planning. I almost kind of feel like just let things happen. I feel like too much kind of planning could block something that Spirit is trying to bring into your life. I feel like there's a lot of help in getting those things that you deserve. Okay, Sagittarius, I will end this reading here. I hope you enjoyed it. Much bless and love. Bye-bye.